Hey, thanks for coming by the page. This is the registration page or the application page for how to live a grateful life in a fucked up industry. So I don't know how you found me. Someone probably told you about it. You saw one of my ads. You saw my Facebook post, something like that. But thanks for coming by to check it out. Let me tell you what it is. You can decide if it's a fit for you and what you're up to. All right. Well, so my name's Hendon. Start there. Hi. I'm the managing broker of a team here in Seattle, Christine and Company, a team of about a dozen agents with EXP. And I have been training people in one form or another for about 30 years. I've trained about 10,000 people in ontological leadership, meaning their relationship to who they're being in life, rather than tactics, mostly related to removing blockages from their internal conversations about their performance, and always increases their performance. So I'm always interested in what we can do to increase performance. And I'm a managing broker for a team, and I always want to know how I can get my team to perform better. So I'm always on the hunt for new stuff, okay? So I've been training people for about 30 years. I've been meditating for about 40 years. And I've been sort of working on this project for myself around gratitude. So I come about gratitude from sort of the Esther Hicks angle of law of attraction, Joe Dispenza, feeling grateful is a very high vibration feeling, and it attracts more of that things to be grateful for. If that's not your jam, I don't know what to tell you. Go keep suffering. I don't know, be angry, I guess. But the more grateful you are, the more things you get to be grateful for. It seems like a pretty solid business proposition. So I've been working on that for a while. And I'm really interested in how I can elevate other people's performance. And I started developing these gratitude meditations, in particular, mindfulness, gratitude meditations, and took it on seriously. I decided to get certified as a mindfulness instructor because I wanted to elevate the performance of my team. And I thought this would do something, this would do that. And somewhere in there, I noticed I had stopped worrying, which you should know for me is a really big deal. That's like, I might as well learn how to fly. Do you understand? That's like not going to happen. I'm a New York Jew. Okay, not only am I very high D, I'm a New York Jew, which genetically encoded to worried. If you don't know very many of us, you should know we are worriers. Okay, that's how it goes. Other shoes always going to drop. And in 2023, I don't know if you were in the biz then, but half the deals went away in 2023. It was like high flying, pandemic, 3% interest rates. Then all of a sudden we're at 7-8% interest rates and no one's selling and half the deals go off the table like that. And I noticed that I wasn't worried, which was just like, what? How did that happen? And it happened because I had been doing these gratitude meditations. So I thought, okay, I got to get this to my team. I got to figure out how to systematize this to my team, because that's while we all think we work better under pressure, that kind of bullshit. If I gave you a choice and said, listen, are you better when you're frantic, chaotic, and stressed, or are you better when you're peaceful, grounded, and present? Everyone would choose peaceful, grounded, and present. No one would choose stressed and frantic. You don't work better under pressure. You just don't know how to get from being under pressure to being calm. And we live in a very pressurized world. Our business is pressurized. So if we can generate being calm under those conditions, we have an edge. And I'll tell you, I trained my team in this January, February, and March, 9 weeks. Put them through this training. And I'm telling you, we did 260% more deals, 2.5 times more deals. We did 10 deals in 2024 and 26 deals in 2025 for the first 4 months. And the market in Seattle is not up 210%. It is flat here. That is a remarkable statistic. Now, I had to double check it. I had to go back, look at it 3 times, because it was like, no way, because not one of us thought we were working harder. In fact, we weren't working harder. We were working less, but we were actually more present and more available and less stressed and more present and more calm and more focused and more able to hear what our clients wanted, and things just can't. It works. Okay. Gratitude works. I don't know what else to tell you about it, but this training is the access to that. See, look, every coach in the world has always told you mindset matters, except they've never taught you how to have an empowering mindset when things get crappy. And things get crappy in our business. Deals fall through, buyers walk, sellers list with someone, all kinds of shit happens. You drive home and there's a sign in your neighbor's yard and it's not yours. Things happen, right? So how do you get an empowering mindset when that happens? Well, you can't get it when it happens. You have to build it up over time. That's what mindfulness meditation does. And it's 10 minutes a day. This is not me making this up. This is a 2,500-year-old practice. And the last 60 years has been a stack of evidence from Harvard and Stanford and American Psychology Association showing the difference it makes in your brain. So you probably already have some kind of physical workout regime. And if you don't, then you certainly know what one is and you're avoiding it. But okay. But, you know, everyone knows what it is to work out physically. This is working your brain out. This is literally growing new neuronal patterns in your prefrontal cortex, your rational reasoning part of your brain, and it's thinning your amygdala, your fight, flight, or freeze mechanism. You become more responsive and less reactive. Anyone would like to be more responsive and less reactive? How about with your family? How about with your kids? How about with your clients? How about with your friends and your coworkers and the other agent on the other side of the table that forgot to send, hello. So that's the training. It really is 9 weeks of training like that. And we 2.5 times more sales. And the training is free. Okay. I'm happy to elevate the conversation in our industry. It is delightful for me to do it. There is no catch. There is no upsell. I'm not recruiting you. This is just literally, this worked for me. It worked for my team. Let's get a whole bunch of really calm, present, available agents in the world. How would you like to be on the other side of a table with that person? Yeah, a lot, right? So it's free. If you're interested, apply. If you're not, I appreciate you coming by the site. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always available to help. Thanks.